anyone else after you.
It's always very difficult the first time. You will.
You promise?
Yes, I can even tell you something about him.
What?
I hate him already.
Look, what can I say? Sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't.
Now you listen to me, you miserable little piece of pig fat. I'm sick to death of you and your asinine excuses. Either you get the job done, or I will have to come over there and do it myself.
Taxi! I say, wasn't that the princess I saw coming out of your room this morning?
Right.
I suppose you're going to tell me nothing happened.
Right again.
And how is it that nothing happened?
Easy. I drank a half bottle of cough syrup and tied myself to the furniture. Taxi! Hey!
Did you get a hold of the prince?
Negative. Apparently he's out skeet shooting. I gave the message to a Mr. Aaron de Messina.
Well, if you need us, we'll be at Sheffield Oil.
Okay.
I can't believe that you ate my donut.
Well, what do you expect? Around me, nobody's allowed time for breakfast. Anyway, it made me ill.
No wonder. It's been in my desk for weeks. I thought the fur on it would have been a tip-off.
Gentlemen, I would like to help you out, but we hadn't made a major strike in that area. In fact, we're getting ready to pull out of there in a few weeks.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big disappointment. Not worth a spit in a bucket. And it looked good there for a while.
By the way, could you tell me, is this a piece of the kind of explosive your company uses?
I don't know. Well, looks like it. Along with half the other oil companies in the free world.
They seem to have a way of showing up around the royal family lately.
Yeah, I heard something about that. But my men certainly weren't involved. I guarantee you that. We like the prince. He's a nice fella. Unfortunately, I've got nothing out of this deal but the write-off, and now Reagan's gonna kick that right out from under me. Oh, it's a cold world out there. Ain't it, boys?
Cool. So what do you think? I mean, there must be about 200 employees of Sheffield Oil.
I think that if I wanted to know what was at the bottom of a hole, I'd talk to the guy who dug it.
Well, that'd be the driller.
Exactly. Want a dog?
No, thanks.
Here you are.
That guy had a cold.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. His eyes were watery. Okay, you're right. Probably just rabies. Well, as I always say, it never hurts to do a little digging.
Yeah, now we should give Sheffield another call and let him know exactly how well he's doing. Listen, Seal, any word from the prince? He's sending a plane for Christina. Good. And how's Commander's dance? Holding his own. Terrific. Will you put me through to Jackson Sheffield, please? Thanks. Is there any particular reason you're standing in here with me?
Yeah, I'm cold. Of course I want to know how your horse and your girl are doing.
They're doing nicely, thank you.
Me? I don't have a girl. Or a horse.
Is Mr. Sheffield there? He's gone home for the day. All right, thank you.
Evelyn?
To Elizabeth. They brought her home from school.
Is she sick?
No, not exactly. She's growing up.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. I've already talked to her, but I think it'd be nice if you put in your 2 cents.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
About what happened today, I was wondering, what do you know about that?
Everything.
Everything?
Sure. I've seen all the films in PE, and I've talked to the school nurse, and I've read most of the recommended books on puberty, menstruation, and reproduction.
Well, that's wonderful, sweetheart. I'm proud of you.
Proud?
Well, yes, you're so grown up. I hadn't noticed.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Reproduction too, eh? Okay. Well, that's about it. Nice talking to you.
An armed sentry, and 2 attack dogs.
Every struggling oil company president has a set, right?
Now listen, Carver, don't get out there and start trouble. For once, let me handle this in a civilized, dignified fashion.
Be my guest.
What a gorgeous day. Oh, what a nice puppy. Nice. I'm Mr. Wingate, and this is Mr. Culver. And we're here to see Mr. Sheffield.
No visitors today.
Yes, well, I'm sure if you just give him a call.
No exceptions.
All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I should like to set up something here that would eliminate any possibility of violence. Mr. Culver and I will start walking up the driveway. Now, I seriously doubt that you'd be willing to face murder charges because 2 innocent, unarmed people walked up a driveway. However, on the slight chance that you might be raving mad, don't shoot. Just raise your hand, like this, and I will write on my report, you resisted us forcibly. Have you got that? All right, let's give it a try. We are going up the hill. Now. Don't shoot.
This is a real interesting experiment. I'm very proud to be a part of it.
I can't turn round. Is he raising his hand?
He's raised it. I'd say it's up, wouldn't you?
Looks up to me.
So much for civilized and dignified.
It's all right, Brett. I know these guys.
Your driller tells us you've made a strike that's going to make the boys at Exxon sit down and cry.
Sheffield Oil has made a major strike. But I can't allow that information to get out because another company's trying to take us over, and it'd be a disaster for me financially. All I need is a few more weeks to successfully fight this takeover, and then the announcement of the strike can be made.
I suppose that's also why you failed to inform Prince Alfred of your major strike?
That's right.
Of course, if he and the princess turn up dead, like Nicholas, you won't have to bother with them at all, will you?
The principality would still get its share.
But you'd even get a bigger one, along with whoever helped you set it up.
Who is it? Michael de Messina.
Michael de what? I don't know anybody by that name.
And you don't know anyone who's trying to take over your company either. We checked that possibility with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Nobody filed any intent.
Well, not everyone files everything, Mr. Winston.
Wingate. And you certainly don't. You didn't even bother to tell your stockholders you were taking their equipment out of the United States.
Not to mention setting up a separate corporation with the intent of defrauding them of profits. That's the kind of stuff people go to prison for.
Gentlemen, looks like halftime's over. And I got some big money on the Razorback, so if you don't mind now, I'd let the boss show you on out.
want you to think about something, Mr. Sheffield. I want you to try to remember if you or anyone you might have spoken to have ever even inadvertently tried to harm the royal family. You've got until tomorrow. You could lose a lot more than your bet.
Yes, sir. You're on the way. Very good.
Wingate, I told you don't have to buy my kids a present every time you see them.
Culver, wait! Oh, I've been trying to reach you.
What's wrong? Is the princess all right?
She's fine. It's Commander Stan. He's had a delayed reaction to the antibiotic.
How could that happen? He's been taking that medicine for days.
Well, apparently the infection got into his bloodstream. Anyway, they're going to try a different antibiotic. Carbenicillin it's called. We got it in a lab at Cornell. I promised your dad I'd try to catch you.
All right, tell him we're on our way. Thanks, Seal.
Are you sure the princess will be all right until we get back?
Yeah, Roughhouse is with it.
I wish I'd never bought this thing. It's big and it's stupid. I mean, you can tell that I've never had any children. Only someone who hadn't got children would have bought something as embarrassing as this. Is it my imagination, or are we having a weenie roast in here?
How's your imagination?
What was that?
I hate to tell you this, but we're on fire.
On fire?
Seems to be the situation.
Are we going down or what?
We're going down. Hand me the chute behind my seat, will you? Help me get into that.
Sure. There's just one.
Sorry, old chap. That's all that Dad put on. Hand me that medicine over there. I'm not going without that.
Oh, of course. First things first.
Hey, Eddie, slide your seat back.
Look, if I'm bothering you, why don't I just get underneath it? I mean, I don't believe this is happening.
Now, open the door. I'm going to crawl over you.
I don't believe it.
I'm going to jump. I want you to count to 1 and jump after me.
Jump after you, what for?
Because I'm going to catch you.
Oh, sure you are.
Trust me.
You know this is all really very upsetting. You would have the bloody parachute, but don't come to rubbish like you're going to catch me.
Keep your chin up. Remember, I'm 1, Eddie. Or I'll kill you. What are his chances now?
If it works, we should see an improvement right away. If it doesn't,
Evelyn, where's Elizabeth?
She's up in her room. Did your father talk to you?
Yeah. What are you doing out here?
I'm going to dance.
Honey, it's too cold.
Daddy, why does everybody have to die? Dance is going to die. And now even Elizabeth is sick.
Elizabeth?
Yes, because I was mean to her.
Oh. Elizabeth is growing up. She's not sick at all. She's becoming a young woman. Completely natural. And you and I will have a talk about it.
I didn't mean to be mean to her, but you always go to her place and never my horse shows.
Hold on. Wait a minute. That's not so.
Yes, it is. Not for the last 5 times. Only Grandpa and Bodie.
Honey, I'm real sorry. I had no idea I missed that many shows. You'll have to help your old dad out sometimes. Remind me.
You just did.
Well, we're going to have to do something about this. When's your next show?
Saturday, but I can't go. I'm grounded.
Who grounded you?
You did. You know, Daddy, you really do need help.
I remember. Come here. I remember all that. Now tell me something. Did you apologize to Elizabeth, and are you going to put back her pajamas like we talked about?
Yes, sir. With the money you paid me back.
Good. Well, then, what we'll do is this Saturday, we'll go to your horse show, and afterward I'll take you to dinner, just the 2 of us. Okay? You still my girl? What are you crying about?
Don't want Dance to die.
I know, baby. I know. I know. It'll be okay. It'll be all right.
dirty, Uncle Win. Sure he's new?
Yes. That's the manufacturer's way of making him look authentic. Bears live in the forest.
His hairs are singed.
His name's Smokey. Where's Elizabeth? Isn't she coming down for breakfast?
She's still getting ready for school.
She turned into a woman. I hope I never do. I just want to stay with Grandpa and Daddy and take care of them.
Well, his frog legs are fantastic. But not worth the plane ride.
Excuse me?
You might be interested to know that we're flying commercial these days.
Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Mr. Sheffield, would you mind telling us why you've asked us here?
All right. Now, I call because I've done some investigating since our last little get-together. I found out some of the things you've been saying are 100% absolutely correct. Not about me, you understand? Now, I may slide a little bit here and now through the gray quagmire of business ethics. Quagmire. Isn't that a nice word? Quagmire. Don't you like that word? I've always loved that word, and I don't know why. I think it's because it sounds swampy. That sounds swampy to you? Quagmire. Oh, where was it?
Sliding. Here and there.
Right. I may be a little shifty, but I'm no killer, and that's a fact. However, I may have gotten involved with the wrong people.
You want to forget the note from your mother and give us the names?
No, actually, I do have a person who helps me in dealing with the prince, but he may be double-dealing them now, if you know what I mean.
Kind of like double talking.
Makes no difference to me whether you check him out or not, because I can take care of myself. But I don't want to get blamed for murder, or even attempted murder.
Jason Gottlieb.
He lives in the Principality, but he keeps an apartment here. In fact, I think he's here now.
On the 10th floor.
I have already been sabotaged twice. You don't think I'm stupid enough to use the lift?
I am Jason Gottlieb. Yes, I guessed that right off. Your friend is not coming with you. No, he wasn't feeling well. So it'll just be the two of us. I know you are a busy man, so I was kind enough to hold the elevator for you. That was kind.
No, you have no idea. My heart stopped beating on 9. Oh. I had to be resuscitated. Get up! Not now. Can't you see I'm hyperventilating? What's going on here?
You and your friend are just about to get on the elevator.
Oh, no, you're mistaken. I'm an encyclopedia salesman. I do seem to have got slightly off my route. You don't have to know Mrs. Horowitz, do you? A short little, Ukrainian woman.
Get the gun!
Who is this guy? I thought he was waiting for the lift.
This is Mr. Gottlieb!
Well, I've called the...
locksmith? Oh, Culver, not again. You know how the Home Office feels about breaking an entry. I mean, it's bad enough, that elevator accident. But how am I going to explain that away?
Take a look at this. Someone's been sending our Mr. Gottlieb a lot of cash. I certainly would like to know who the remitter is.
Once a week, like clockwork. Paris City Bank to Washington Federal. What's the matter? What is it?
I just found the sender.
Aaron de Messina.
Michael, what are you doing here?
Christina, we have to talk. Where's Roughhouse?
Oh, he went out buying some magazines.
And who is this?
Oh, that is Doug. He's helping guard me. So?
I'm sorry, Doug, but Christina and I are going to have to leave.
Still no answer. Hartford Court, there's $100 in it if you catch all the green lights.
So what do we got? We've got Aaron de Messina's name on a banquet. Well, that doesn't make him guilty of killing Prince Nicholas or attempting to eliminate the royal family.
No, but I'm sure he's got a lot to gain. I'm sure there wasn't much of an incentive before the oil strike. A little-known principality with a failing income. All of a sudden, sitting on the throne is the equivalent to acquiring Mobil Oil. Bigger crooks have been motivated by less.
Why would Uncle Aaron want me dead?
Look, he's been setting us all up for a long time. He poisoned Nicholas against me and then your father. He sent me to the airport to meet with Nicholas just before he was killed. He arranged for me not to be present when the royal yacht went down, and then accused me of having done it with a little help from my old friend Britt.
I can't tell you how much it grieves me, Christina, that things had to become this personal.
Hey, you're a real fruitcake, you know that?
Unfortunately, Michael, that was to be your department. The mad playboy who wanted so badly to become prince he would kill for it.
You mean to say that you sabotaged Nicholas' plane? You killed my brother? Could you?
Hold it. Don't move. I'll tell you how, Princess. It was greed all the way. You want to drop that gun, Mr. de Messina? I'm going to blow your almost royal butt from here to Buffalo. Now move over there. Join the others. Move. Hey, look at here. Look what Sonny has next to his little belly button.
You and Jason were double-crossing me, weren't you?
Move. You really underestimate Yankee ingenuity, don't you, Mr. de Messina? Sit.
You'll never get away with it.
Oh, sure will. After all, you're the one who thought it up. Gotta be a good one. Only now we just make this look like a shootout at the OK Corral.
You stay here. I'm gonna try to get in through another room.
And after a respectable period of time, old Prince will have himself a nifty little old heart attack.
Get the gun!
Which one? All of them.
Say uncle, Mr. Sheffield.
Uncle.
Thank you. You all right, Christina?
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit shaky.
Out of the way.
Eddie, it's over.
Well, no problem. I just thought that perhaps somebody might have needed a bit of a hosing down. Well, in that case, I'll be rewinding this and putting it back where I got it, if you'll excuse me.
What a momentous occasion it is that we sit side by side, the living progeny of two indestructible institutions, Lime Street and this principality. 3 glorious centuries together. Long live the royal family.
Lime Street will continue in a moment.
So, jolly good show, fellas. Oh, Gray. Here's a little something to make up for that plane of yours.
This is really more than generous, Sir Geoffrey.
Really? Well, Edward swore to us that your plane was quite valuable. In fact, he said it was an antique. And after all, he is the expert.
That he is.
Oh, Gray. Are you sure you won't stay on in London with us for a few days?
Sir, I've got a date that's virtually unbreakable.
Well, that does sound serious. Is she quite beautiful?
She'll even be better looking when she loses her baby teeth. Next on Lime Street.
Maryland Center, this is 401. I've just received word our hijacker has jumped.
Unless we recoup that $5 million, this is going to be the first time that a hijacker's got away with it since D.B. Cooper.
You're dating, now you're shaving your legs. You're growing up entirely too fast.
And you're not allowed to be acting sexy either, right, Dad?
Tonight I was really dancing just for you.
You're going to consider the possibility of there not being a hijacker?
Try to get me closer!
You know, I get so tired of trying to explain this sort of thing to the Home Office.
Dad, come on in. Stand right over here.
Where do you want me?
Hold it, Wingate. Stand right there.
Yeah?
Grandpa.
There.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Have you got us?
Good.
Huh?
Here? Up there?
Are you smiling?
Are we supposed to look at that thing? You want us to grin or what?
Will you hold it steady? I mean, all you have to do is just point it.
Sunday on This Week with David Brinkley, U.S.-Soviet relations. How our relations with them now affect the Reagan-Gorbachev summit in November.